Yo, what's poppin'? Welcome back to the Shuffle Squad. It's Zach Lesage here. Today we're going to be covering over an early deck list from the Paldea Evolved expansion, and this one features Meowscarada EX in a Lost Zone box setting. So why would this be something that's good? Well, we're going to go into that. So starting things off, we're a traditional Lost Zone box deck. So we're going to use flower selecting. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon's your active spot, you may look at the top two cards of your deck, put one of them into the Lost Zone. So we want to build up cards into the Lost Zone. And that's going to be the way that we're going to be drawing through our stuff. So if we look through, we have Comfey to draw cards. We have Colress, where you get to look at the top 5, grab any 3 of them to put in your hand, and the other 2 cards we're going to put through our Lost Zone. So you might be like, why are we putting cards into our Lost Zone? And that's a valid point. Well, we want to put cards into our Lost Zone so we can attack with things like Cramorant. So if you have 4 in the Lost Zone, ignore all effects or all the energy costs of these Pokemon's attacks. So spit instantly, you get attack for free, which is quite fantastic. Now, we also have access to Sableye, and this is really where the deck gets interesting. So you'll see how there might be some natural synergy after we go over Sableye, because we'll jump into Meowscarada and some of the other tech cards. So we have Sableye, which has Lost Mine. So once you get 10 into your Lost Zone, you can put 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon wherever you like. And this is where the synergy comes in with Meowscarada. Now, here we have the Japanese card, but you could... I'll explain what the card does. I'm also going to have the link for the descriptions below, so by all means grab that. We have its ability, Magic Bouquet. You get to discard a grass energy from your hands, and you can put 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So if you get out 2 of these Meowscarada, and I don't want to be like overhyping this deck because it might be difficult with the Rare Candy and the Raihan plays and stuff like that. But the Meowscarada, being able to go 180 in a turn is fantastic, and that's kind of placed wherever you want. So I can imagine a Lost Zone box mirror that we're able to ping 30, Sableye, draw multiple prize cards. The thing that I also like is that this Pokemon has 310 HP, and for 2 colorless energies, we could power up with like a double colorless energy or not. We could go 100 plus 120 damage. So having a 220 damage on a 2-prizer with 310 HP seems huge for Mirror, and it's probably not too hard to get out Sprigatito. The Sprigatito that we play is the one that has Gather Sunshine. You can grab a couple grass energies out of your deck and put them into your hands. The other thing that I like about this deck is it might be difficult for us to discard or get our energies back, but we can discard things with Radiant Greninja and then get them back with Klara. So I think that would be pretty cool here. We could just get things back with Klara, get our energies, continuously apply that pressure of the 30-30. We also have the Medicham V, and the Medicham V could be a game ender. So after a few well-placed Sableye Lost Zone, Lost Mine damage counters, and after some damage pings with Magic Bouquet on Meowscarada EX, we have Medicham V, so we could properly place another 2 damage counters, Yoga Loop, get another turn. So we have ways to do explosive amounts of damage. So think between like a cross between Lost Zone box and maybe like a Rapid Strike Urshifu kind of build. Like that's kind of what I'm giving the vibes of here. And overall, I think the Medicham is like, there's a lot of nice things that it complements into this deck. So you can see we're drawing through cards with Comfey, Colress. We're getting cards in the Lost Zone to build up towards Sableye and Cramorant. We have the damage spread aspect between Sableye, Meowscarada EX, and Medicham V. We could protect our bench with Manaphy. We could go Radiant Greninja. One of the cards that I do like in this deck is the Raihan. So Raihan is going to allow us, after one of our Pokemon was knocked out, we can go ahead and accelerate an energy from our discard pile. Probably doesn't matter, but we could power up a Meowscarada EX, or we could power up a Medicham V in a minute. We can search out Rare Candy. So Raihan's interesting here. We might be able to cut one for an Arven, just to be able to grab an item card, or maybe we want to see a few other things. Irida could also be okay because this deck does work with the water-type Pokemon. I think in general it could work. And we can get out the Meowscarada, and it could be an attacker. And that's the reason why we don't play things like Raikou and Dragonite and stuff like that. Beyond that, we're going to be searching out our Pokemon with our Battle VIP passes. We are going to be using Nest Ball, Heavy Ball, pretty typical cards in every single deck. that we got going on there, so that seems to generally work. We are going to be switching back and forth though with Switch Cart and Escape Rope on our Comfeys, so I think that would be pretty sick to kind of flower gathering, switch, flower gathering, really building up cards quickly into the Lost Zone. Now there are a couple tech cards that this deck does play. Echoing Horn to bring stuff back. I figured if we're pinging all that damage, Echoing Horn, bring it back, maybe knock it out the next turn or set up a Yoga Loop. Again, we do have the Energy Retrieval, which we just got in Scarlet Violet, grabbing back a couple energies. I thought that would be really nice with the Meowscarada. But we also have Superior Energy Retrieval, so this is a card that I've seen success with in the past. I mean, I played in a Blastoise deck, but it's one of those things where you discard a couple cards from your hand and then you build up 4 energies. So I figured this would be great for Radiant Greninja, this would be great for Meowscarada, this would be great for Sableye. Maybe we want to add a Rescue Carrier into this deck and cut a Klara, and maybe 2 Klara is too much. But I think generally it works in terms of our strategy. And we also have another new card is Super Rod. Super Rod allowing us to shuffle back in any combination of 3 of Pokemon and energy. So we can get back our resources if we discard them. We can get our Pokemon back after they got knocked out. We have a lot of opportunities to kind of chain some damage here. Energy line I think seems pretty simple enough for this deck. Enough grass energies to discard, enough psychic energies to attack, and double turbo for good measure. You could Raihan into something on the active, retreat it, and then go ahead and search out the double turbo energy, because we can search out any card. I think this deck has some potential. Meowscarada EX to me is like fringe playable. It could be better than I imagine. I mean, again, this is an early deck profile, and I do really want to stress that. We don't necessarily want to be in a position where it's just like, I'm not going to call the shots early before the set is even released in English, as you can see. So I think this deck has opportunities to success. Regular Lost Zone box is probably better, but I do think the Meowscarada does add some flair. It does add some benefits, and it's probably a real deck. Not sure how much play we'll get, how much success we'll see, but I definitely think it's worthwhile to try along. Like I said, deck list is available in the description if you want to copy and paste it into PTCG Live, or the Play Limitless, kind of the Limitless image tabletop simulator. So if you want to kind of play some games there, some great ways to test out this early content. So I hope you like this. Let me know how you feel about it. And by all means, I appreciate everyone watching this video. Until then, this is Zach from the Shuffle Squad. I'll catch up with all y'all later. The Shuffle Squad proudly uses Ultimate Guard products. We think that their Cortex and Katana sleeves are absolutely fantastic with to play in tournaments. And of course, they have a wide range of products that are simply fantastic. Whether you're looking for a new binder, playmat, or if you're looking for one of the Sidewinder deck boxes you might have seen one of us play with, be sure to check it out. They have their EU web shop, and it's available on Amazon elsewhere. Head on over to atlascollectibles.com and support the Shuffle Squad by buying some of their products. You could get a discount of 6% off of Pokemon TCG booster boxes, so you could grab from a large selection of sealed product, save 6%, or you could save 12% by using code TSS12 on all of their Pokemon TCG singles. Atlas has a large selection and ships worldwide, so be sure to pick up your Pokemon products there. Use code TSS5 at ptcgostore.com to save 5% off your order of Pokemon TCG live codes. They have a great selection of codes available from all different sets at competitive rates. They get instantly emailed to you, so you can use them right away to get all the cards you need to build that next great deck creation. Again, use code TSS5 to save 5% off at ptcgostore.com. Have you ever wanted more content from the Shuffle Squad? Well, we do have a Patreon account. You can support the Shuffle Squad directly by pledging towards our content, whether you want to get access to a special discount code from one of our sponsors, or if you want to have access to all of our deck lists, exclusive Pokemon TCG articles, and more. You can even chat with the Shuffle Squad in Discord. So this really does help support the Shuffle Squad getting to more events, and we do have some amazing articles for you to learn more about. Be sure to sign up to play in the Shuffle Squad's late night events. They happen every single Tuesday night at 12 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern. We have one that's geared towards more of an EU time zone and an NA time zone, but anyone's welcome to play. there's an opportunity to win a trip to Japan for the World Championships. So by all means, feel free to participate in these events for free. You could check out any of the links that we have available in the description. Get coaching from the Shuffle Squad on Manaphy. If you want to improve your game on Pokemon TCG, you can absolutely test with the best. We have some of the best players in the world on our team. So whether you want to get coaching from Calvin or our current EUIC champion, Alex Szymanski, or anyone else that's available on Manaphy from the Shuffle Squad, pick up some coaching today, become the best player you can be. Thank you so much for supporting the Shuffle Squad by watching this video. It would mean the world to us if you'd like this video, subscribe to the channel, and maybe even leave a comment. You could also click on this other video from the Shuffle Squad to continuously watch and support us. If you haven't got a chance, check out the description to learn more about our sponsors, and that could also help support the Shuffle Squad. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a great one.